Hello everyone! How is your experience at the Young Audience Award going? I hope that you're having lots of fun and enjoying this amazing event. I am Clara, a 17-year-old girl from Spain and a youth council member of the European Film Club project, which is a project of the European Film Academy, which aims to create a network of film clubs all over Europe and to create a community of film lovers that, just like you are doing today, can share the love for film without borders. So today, I'll be the host of Q&A sessions with the nominated films and directors and cast. Directors like Wild Tigers, Animal, and Comedy Queen. I was also a young audience juror in 2019, and I've also lived this wonderful experience that you're living today. So I hope that you're having a great time, and I guess that just after the screening, you have a lot to think about and a lot to process. So I'll be the one beginning with the questions, and please feel free to ask questions in the chat. So first of all, I hope that you all enjoy the screening of this film. And here in Erfurt, Germany, I am really excited to say that we have three very special guests with us today. Shan, Lars, and Annlis. Welcome. So first of all, I have to say that Wild Tigers is a fascinating and hypnotic movie. It's an explosion of color and truthfulness that also has made us feel the energy of Bollywood. It also shows some issues related to representation, such as racism, cultural class, stereotypes, and cultural appropriation. The topic of the summit that we hosted in Berlin last summer, as it's something really matters to us. So first of all, first question for you, Lars. What was your inspiration to make this film?
Uh, I think more or less. I think it's even part of my story. I started when I was 8 years old. As a birthday and Christmas gift, I wished for a camera, for a Super 8 movie camera, and I started to do some stop motion films in the basement of my parents' house. And that was my big dream, to become a filmmaker. And there was nothing else. I skipped policeman, I skipped doctor, and there was nothing else in my brain, and I kept going for it, and in the end it worked. And this is the story of Ranji as well, that if you really trust in your dreams and are not afraid of your dreams, that dreams are like wild tigers, don't be afraid and live with your dreams, even better live through your dreams, because that's the only way they can come true.
That was great. So sometimes kids that emigrate have to face some cultural identity issues. They feel that they don't belong to any of the worlds, the one they come from, and the one they have to live in. Do you think that some of these issues are not portrayed in film?
Yeah, Ranji is totally in between. So the main character is really leaving the country he loves into a new country, which is a little strange. And your own identity is more than just your home country or your things. It's that what you believe, what you dream in. Again, that's your identity, and that you can fulfill anywhere in the world in the end. So Bollywood is everywhere is in the end the message of the movie.
So, Shan, I was so impressed by your dancing and singing skills in the film. How did you start singing and dancing, and how did you prepare for the role of Ranji?
Yeah, so yeah, actually I'm dancing since I learned how to walk. It's like my parents are dancers. They do a lot of choreography and yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, and singing, it's like I just love singing. I do it in my free time at home every time. And yeah, for the preparation for the role, I think the most I had to focus on was the concentration in front of the camera, to not be shy and to, yeah, stay calm before showing all my moves or, yeah.
Okay, so Annlis, how did you also prepare for the role of Tony, and what was the trait that you like most of your character?
While passing the microphone, I just want to figure out that it's the first time appearance of Annlis and Shan. They never acted in any movie before, so it's really the first time they did it. Sorry. Back to the question. How did you prepare?
We had acting coach lessons, and I learned the text, and I tried to get into the character and thought about the life of the character, and yeah, that's how I prepared.
And I have to admit that you're a kind of natural talent, because we really had problems with that scene, Tony running around in her room at the walls. And the production company says, okay, maybe we need a stunt double, this couldn't happen, and it's difficult. And we built up this room, and Annlis said, Lars and the team, just go away for 10 minutes, give me some time. Okay, so we went away, and then we heard ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-tam. And we came there, and she just figured out how to do it on her own without any stunt crew, and it worked in the end. No idea, yeah, magic.
Okay, so this question is for all of you. Do you think that younger audiences should be encouraged to get a wider and open vision of different cultures through film? Who wants to start? Okay.
For me, it's just a big yes.
Okay, a big yes from Lars. And you?
Well, yeah. Well, at the end, I think too. Yeah. Yes. I think it's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah, like bringing Indian culture closer. Although we are like a German team, none of us is from India. The parents, the actors, they are all original Indians. And for example, the actor who played Sunil, the dad of Ranji, he said more or less he was playing his own dad, because when he and his family were coming to Germany, his dad wants to be more German than the Germans. And this way, Sunil is acting and behaving is more the way like his real dad was behaving, and he did a little copying of his behavior.
So you include personal experiences into the preparation of cast, right? Okay, so first questions from the audience. First of all, how did the idea for the movie came about?
The scriptwriter Ellen Schmidt, she came up with the idea originally, and get in contact with the production company and me, and then we involved the idea further.
Okay, and how long did it take to create the film? The whole process of, filming.
Like filming was 40 days, like 7 days in India and the rest in Germany. But I think from preparation, script writing till the final sound mixing, it was 3.5 years. And due to the pandemic, we even had a little more time, because we have to postpone the shooting a little bit, which helped the DOP, Sonja Rom, the camera woman, and me to better prepare all the stuff. For example, the scene when Ranji is singing in front of the screen with the rear projection, because we have to shoot this scene more or less twice with all the little things happening in the back and the timing, and we really could do some test shoots, and we took the time Corona gave us to even prepare better, but it takes quite long.
Okay, and Shan, what 3 words would you use to describe your character?
Oh, that's a nice question. Wow, I would wat für Mut in English. That's what für Mut. Yeah, I would say courage. First of all, well, since he went through a lot of things, and then I would say he's a fighter too, 'cause like a lot of people are like his own father is telling him to like maybe focus on being more German, or like giving up the acting and Bollywood's dreams. So I think fighting is a good word for it too. And at last, yeah, it's a hard question. At last, I would say that he's really inspiring. So I think for a lot of kids out there, it's a big motivation. Also, this whole movie. So I think the role itself is really inspiring, and himself too. So yeah.
Thank you, totally agree. So same question for you, Annlis. How would you describe your character in 3 words?
I would also say fighter because she really wants her parents to get back together. And second, I would say. Mm, yeah, very helping because she also really wants to help Shan that he can film a movie in India, and at last I would say
But maybe I think that the helpful thing really develops, huh? Because in the beginning, Tony is quite harsh, and it's a little difficult. I think it's a great arch where she develops from being really rude to this helpful friendship kind of straight girl. Yes.
Okay, so did you actually film in India? Did you actually film in India?
Yeah, we started to shoot in India, in Mumbai, and we really ran to this amazing Bollywood studios, and we were really excited. The only problem is that it was, I think, a 4-hour drive to these studios in the very, very early morning. Because in India, when it's traffic jam, the people, they leave their cars, they leave it on the highway, go down, go to work, and pick it up again in the evening. So you have to get out of town before this big traffic jam. And that's why you have been, I think you have been woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to go there. That was really brutal. Yeah, first time in a movie, first time we started in India, and the wake-up call was 3 in the morning, no breakfast, and go on the road.
Okay, so this question is for you, Lars. Through the characters of Ranji, his grandpa, and his father, we can see how, and Tony's father, we can see how two different lifestyle arise. What is your purpose in showing the contrast between a rational and logical mathematical mindset and a faithful, dreamy, creative mindset?
It's again like the title, Dreams Are Like Wild Tigers. The topic of dreams is somehow connected to the two characters, because Sunil, Ranji's dad, he is like totally in denial. Dreams are not real, only what can be counted counts. And Tony's dad, on the other hand, he's really a little bit lost in his dreams. He lost touch of reality. He has just his crazy ideas, but he really can't pay his rent. So it's really the two extremes of this, how to connect or disconnect to dreams with the two daddy figures.
So interesting. And this is for all of you. What was your favorite part of the movie? Do you have a favorite scene, favorite moment?
Well, I think it was, all in all, the best experience was to do the movie in India for even if it only was 7 days, it was a nice experience. I learned a lot. I saw a lot of another side of the world. So I think the best scenes were the dancing scenes for me. I mean, at the beach, in the Bollywood studios, those were scenes where I just felt well in front of the camera. So yeah.
My favorite scene is the dancing scene in front of the rear projection, where Tony appears as Shadow and throwing this confetti stuff. And I really, every time I see it, it really grips me.
I think my favorite moment was when we shooted the scene where we were all invited at the Ram's house and ate the food, because it was a fun day. We were all together, and we had a nice time.
And on that occasion, you really liked the Indian food, I think.
Yes.
Because in India, it was really hard for you with the catering, because everything was so spicy, and we asked the Indian production company, please, no spices at all. And they say, we promise, no spices at all. And you ate it and got red and was... So so that we learned from the German, the Indian food was really no spice.
Okay, and was there a scene that was particularly difficult to film? Was there a scene that was really difficult to film? Technically, or okay, and you know, is are you planning to what would you like to make a film about next? You know, what are your next projects? I mean, do you have? Okay, yeah, I'm just everybody. Yeah, you can. You know, do you have any more? Okay, any more projects or um?
Well, for me, I just was working on a series in Köln, in Cologne. So, yeah, and next I'm gonna try to focus on school since I'm still in school. So, yeah, that would be my next step.
Yeah, I'm at the moment writing a new script for a new movie and prepare it. And for the question, which scene was hard to shoot? I think there was one idea of mine that Ranji in the jungle is dancing with his old ladies. And all these old ladies, they were 80 plus. Because I really wanted to have this three generations in one movie. And so we found this dancing company with these ladies, and they were all older than 80. And to do the rehearsals with them and the choreography, and not to push them so hard, but to make it work, that was really a little difficult. But in the end, it worked out so well, and I'm so happy to have these all the generations in one movie.
And I'm really focusing on dancing right now. And yeah, so I don't have a new project. Yeah, when it comes about filming.
So if we shoot a second part, Tony will have big dancing scenes.
Okay, great. What message did you want audiences to take from your movie? Like, you know, what impression, which feeling you want to leave on the audiences?
It's really the point that if you have had an idea of what you want to do in life, what you're interested in, and in India, for example, they have this idea of dharma, which means what's the soul's purpose in life, and which sounds like a little bit complicated, but in the end, the Indians say it's very, very easy to find out what your dharma is, because there is one indication that shows you that you live your life according to your dharma, to your soul's purpose in life, and that's joy. The moment you have joy and you have fun with what you're doing, that's what you are here for. And I think this is Ranji's and Tony's journey within the movie, and our main message.
Okay, so that was beautiful. Thank you so much. We are coming closer to the end, so yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. And guys, stay tuned for next Q&A, and see you later. Bye.